guys, No Gas Nico here. It is Friday, December 30th. Guess what? I just pulled out of the Nissan dealership. They say they couldn't recreate the code, the over discharge code. A long discussion with the service tech, the service rep there. He basically said they can't condemn the battery unless they have something tangible. In other words, a fault code. So if I can pull an over discharge fault code, they'll have something to go on that possibly Nissan will condemn the battery. But right now, they're not going to give me a warranty replacement unless I get a code. So, talking to the service rep, really nice guy. His name's Frank. Doing a great job, Frank. I asked him, do you think it would be okay if I took the car and I got the fault to pull up? And he said, sure, that would really help them be able to condemn the battery. So, I just left the dealership. I'm going to head to the highway because this thing tends to act up on the highway, and we're going to see what happens. It is 8:30 in the morning. The only thing I'm have working against me is it's a very warm day in Michigan. It's 50 degrees. This, as you know, if you watch my other videos, this seems to be a reoccurring theme when it's cold outside. Although it doesn't have to be. My wife had this thing stop several months ago for this issue, and it was not really cold. It was probably around this temperature. I'm watching the power indicators right now on the dash, and right now I have full. I have not seen that one on the right drop off yet. I'm not watching LeafSpy because I'm recording, so I don't know what my voltage difference is. We'll see. I got another turn up here. Then I'm going to hit the expressway, one of the busiest expressways in Michigan. So they gave me the number for Nissan to be able to get roadside service. For once this code pops up, I can have it towed back to them with the code still intact. Because I told them I got the code, I erased the code, and I kept driving the car because I need the car. They seem to be okay with that. And but what it's doing is it hampers their investigation. It hampers their troubleshooting because without them actually seeing the code, they can't really do anything. So, you know, okay, what do I keep getting towed? No. So we'll see what happens. Okay, getting on the highway now. Some rapid accelerations. Tire slipped a little bit. Guess it's too much. Issues yet. Not just getting started. Oh, there goes one circle. It almost faulted. I got to get over. Yep, I'm about ready to. I'm not even driving it that hard. Turtle mode. Ooh, we're getting there. I'm in traffic. Losing them. There it is. Faulted out. Car's dead. In traffic. Will not go in gear. I don't know why the dealership had a hard time. I told them I can get this thing to fault out like that. And there you have it. So I'm going to be coasting to a stop on a bridge. This is not good. See if I can get over this bridge and get into a safe spot. If I get past this guardrail, that would be great. That way I'm not out in the road. Can't do anything, got no power. Rumble strips. Ah! Alright, this looks like a good spot. Get past this tire that's debris. Get over a little more into the grass and there we go. Now I'm going to hook up my OBD2, stop recording. I'm going to read the codes and get it towed back to Nissan. Hopefully they're going to get this piece of crap battery out of here and give me a new battery, because it didn't take long. I only got 10% of the battery wasted on the highway and this thing faulted out. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to sign off right now. I have to call for a tow to get this towed back to the dealership. And while I'm waiting for the tow truck, I'm going to go ahead and run LeafSpy and see what kind of codes I pull. All right, coming back at you. Okay, so the dealership tells me to call Nissan Roadside Service. I spend over 20 minutes on the phone with this lady from Roadside, and finally comes to say, oh, they can't authorize coverage. I say, well, it's my battery's covered under warranty. This is a battery problem. So she calls Nissan back or gets hold of Nissan, gives the full VIN number, blah, 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 and says, sorry, we're going to deny you coverage, and then quoted me some astronomical number. And I said, forget it. If I'm going to pay out of pocket anyway, I'm going to call my own tow truck service. So I did. I just got off the phone with the tow company, and I'm waiting for them. I don't know how long it's going to be. It's now 9:21 in the morning. I Google mapped where I'm at and where the entrance on the highway was, and here's a picture of the Google Maps. 0.4 miles. It failed. 0.4 miles. Now this thing is obviously when you accelerate on the highways when you have a problem. Of course, getting in and out of traffic, busiest highway in Michigan. Anybody knows I-94 in Michigan? Really busy. So, and of course I'm heading east. So anytime you go to the east side of the state, horrible. Anyway, so I'm accelerating, trying to, pass cars or whatever and get my place for the next exit. As soon as I got up to speed, I started seeing the power circles drop off. And, I got down into traffic, got down about 60 some miles an hour. Got over from the semi trucks. I hammered it so I can get to the next exit. And when I hammered it, that's when I almost lost everything. And I had to back off and then get over to the right lane. And then when I accelerated again, the power circles dropped off and the code came up. So, not really abusing the car. It was from rapid accelerations, yeah, but man, if I need to get in front of traffic on a really busy interstate, I need that power available and not have it fail. So this is where we're at. I got a copy of the service here from the dealership, and the one thing it says is no repairs performed at this time, blah blah blah. They said, hang on, let me find it here. So they say test drove and unable to duplicate. Data monitor shows all HV battery cells currently okay. You guys remember my video with the voltage differences? I don't know what they're doing, but LeafSpy is showing me there's a problem, but they're saying it's not. But anyway, I drove it less than 2 miles and boom, this thing failed on me. Now, mind you, my wife was driving this car on I-94 back and forth to work. She works in the next town over. This was failing and left her on a busy stranded highway. And right now I got cars barreling, semi-trucks barreling past me. She was in a construction zone. She literally feared for her life when that happened. And that's when she's not driving this car anymore, because I'm not going to put my wife's life in jeopardy. I'd rather take the chances. I don't drive on the highway. I drive in the city. So this car pretty much still works good in the city. It just cannot put it on. You cannot take it on the highway. So we're going to see what Nissan says when I take it back to them. They're going to obviously do some more diagnostics now that the code is available to them. I do have to pay for this tow service. It's almost $160. I'm going to ask Nissan to reimburse that if this is indeed a warranty claim. I should get that money back. If not, okay, I'm going to have to get it towed for them to get a resolution anyway. So if I have to eat the $160, I'll eat it. Whatever. I want this car to be able to be driven on the highway. My wife wants her car back. She loves this car. She just doesn't love the fact that it's failing. So fingers crossed, we'll get this thing fixed and resolved. I got probably a half an hour to sit here on the side of the highway with no heat, with this fault code on, since it's a high voltage battery fault. It stops anything from the high voltage battery. So I'm sitting here with nothing but the seat heater on. Thank God it's 50 degrees in Michigan. I can be outside in my underwear in 50 degrees. I've lived in Michigan my entire life, so I'm not worried about the temperature. My legs feel a little cold right now. I do have the heated seats on. They're on high. I don't know how long that's going to last, because I know that's running off the 12-volt battery. The high voltage battery powers a 12-volt battery. So is the 12-volt battery eventually going to die on me? I got 20-30 minutes. I should be okay. All right, that's all. Waiting for the tow truck. I'll snap some pictures of it getting on the flatbed, and we'll go from there.